Of course, the big question, after 2012 and the Super Bowl that came to Indianapolis, the state really kicked off a campaign against human trafficking and focusing on the issue of prostitution and making sure that women would not be victimized. It's a major issue for the state now in its fourth year, but third year. But of course, now this issue with Jared Fogle has sort of brought up that discussion to the forefront. Child advocates now asking that very question: how do we discuss this issue of Jared Fogle and what's happened to these young ladies? As our coverage continues, I turn now to Call 6 Investigates' Kara Kenny. Kara?
That's right, Raphael. Many people say this would never happen to my child. My child would never be paid for sex. But IMPD's Human Trafficking Unit says it is happening in central Indiana, especially when it comes to children from broken homes. The Julian Center provides help for victims of sexual violence. Court documents revealed today that Jared Fogle paid for sex with underage girls. The Julian Center CEO emphasizes a minor cannot consent to sex, and children usually end up as prostitutes by being lured into it by pimps or by other children. She says parents should look out for warning signs such as a child becoming distant and secretive, running away and disappearing, because the long-term effects of human trafficking can be devastating.
Obviously, there's the trauma of the violence itself. That kind of crime and trauma can lead to other problems for children, eating disorders, suicidal thoughts, risky behavior that leads to other kinds of problems for them, the inability to concentrate at school.
And tonight on the news at 6, we'll tell you what the hotel industry is doing to address the problem of sex trafficking in central Indiana. Live in the newsroom, Kara Kenny, RTV 6.